Nation Network. What's going on? Hey, it's CVV, Chris Van Vliet, and you guys are crushing it. I want to send you a big congratulations on the 2,000 subscribers. And I love that everybody's kind of jumping on board here and realizing how great the content that you're putting out is. So for the community, a big thank you for being part of the Nation Network. And you guys are just getting started. Woo! Keep it going.
Wrestling fans, and welcome to Empire Wrestling Federation action. What a night we've got in store for you, but we're going to be taking things to a different level here in just a moment because we are about to answer the mystery. People have been talking about it for weeks, everyone wondering, who is it? Who is the owner? And ladies and gentlemen, we are about to find out. Oh my goodness!
Is that who I think it is?
It is Vito Bartelli!
That is a former owner of the XCW. We haven't seen him in almost 10 years.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Now, some of you may recall who I am, but for those of you who don't know, my name is Vito Bartelli, and I am the new owner of the EWF. Now, for those of you who are not familiar, I ran an organization some 10 years ago. It was called the XCW. Now, that promotion turned the wrestling world upside down, and now the Empire Wrestling Federation will do the same. At the end of the day, I'll be the one making the final calls. But any owner has to have a solid general manager, someone to do the day-to-day operations. So at this time, please allow me to introduce to you the new GM of the Empire Wrestling Federation. He is my nephew, Michael DeSanta.
Who the hell is this?
I don't know, but I got a funny feeling we're about to find out. Thank you for that introduction, Uncle Vito. Wrestling fans, one thing I can tell you is this. I know that my uncle has a heart for the world of professional wrestling. When we discussed the business, this business, and this opportunity, one thing we realized is that he had to be surrounded by people that he could trust. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not stupid, and I know this can be a cutthroat industry. This is something I'm already familiar with. I'll bring my special business talents right here to the EWF. And we will have the hottest wrestling organization in the world.
Well, fans, we've already uncork the bottle here to kick off the program here tonight.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Moscow, Russia, weighing in at 258 pounds.
What an unbelievable start to the program here tonight.
The EWF, now it is clearly known, Vito Bartelli is the owner, and his nephew, Michael DeSanta, is in charge, the GM.
Well, fans that are not familiar with Vito Bartelli, I can tell you to go back and take out a look at the WWE 13 season right here on the Nation Network. There is a playlist with all the action and everything that took place during that run.
Well, Vito Bartelli, of course, got involved and became a part owner of the XCW, and the battle for control of that company was legendary. As we take a look at the opponent for Boris coming into the ring at this time.
And his opponent from New Jersey, weighing in at 272 pounds, the World Heavyweight Champion, Randy Robinson.
Randy the Ram Robinson, he is the heavyweight champion of the world with that Passport Championship title. It's not on the line here tonight, but I can tell you one thing for sure. He is looking at getting even with Boris Wrestlinski for what he did to Blue Collar Bill Dollar, about 3.5 weeks ago, leading into Motor City Mayhem.
Well, there's definitely a level of retribution. He wants to inflict it. There's a lot of guys in the back that are trying to even things up with Boris. We still don't know. We've seen a couple of appearances now by Blue Collar Bill Dollar. He's definitely getting better. He's on the mend, but doctors still have not cleared him to return to the ring. We don't know when he will be able to.
And there is the World Championship held high. No matter what the outcome of this match is tonight, he will still be the champion. Bell sounds, action's underway, and we tie up in the middle of the ring to start this one off. And Wrestlinski with that just pure power and size going to work on the veteran. And now drives a knee right into the midsection. Wrestlinski, of course, is 1/3 of the Axis of Evil. Under the tutelage, the guidance, if you would, of Mike McElroy. McElroy, of course, signed to the House of Honor. Therefore, Wrestlinski on nights like this, not going to have him in the corner, not going to have that advantage, perhaps, of the tutelage of his manager.
Well, maybe not, but at the same point in time, we know his tag team partner, Hiro Gensho, is here.
From the top rope, oh, this is going to be, champion's going to have to wake up and do so quickly, but he doesn't get it done in time. And now it is Randy the Ram Robinson. Once again, having a hard time of things right now. Slammed down on the hard floor surface.
Robinson better figure out something here pretty quick. You don't want to give this horse a large lead in the race.
Clothesline. Oh, champion celebrating a little prematurely, in my opinion.
Yeah, premature. I hate that.
Down across the top rope, going for the cover, 1 count only, and Robinson out the back door. Man, Randy Robinson being dominated in this one.
Cross ankle sweep. There is no way in hell you're going to beat him with that.
Robinson again, just out of sorts. Unbelievable that the heavyweight champion of the world would be taking these opportunities. Grabs the rope. Fortunately for him, the referee saw it. As he bounces the head off the canvas. Elbow drop, finding the mark. And another one.
Trifecta right there, and Boris Wrestlinski is in complete control of this match. It's going to take some superhuman effort.
Well, Boris just missed the target. Went flying and missed the landing strip by a mile. Oh, that's it!
Russian sickle turned him inside out. The champ is out.
What a victory for Boris Wrestlinski over the... Whoa, what's going on here?
Well, we know whose music that is. Oh, here he comes.
And the U.S. Cannon taking out the Russian. All roads lead to Red, White, and Bruised this summer. Hold on, we're ready to start the next match. Simon Silver heading to the ring. And Otto von Heuskell just attacked from behind and chop blocks the knee. Referee now calling for the bell.
Well, Simon Silver doesn't take kindly to that, and now he's looking to get even. We'll see how much damage, if any, was done to that knee long term, but right now he seems pretty good on it.
Well, he's had Otto's number for several weeks now, and Otto not happy about that at all. Perhaps feeling he needed this advantage early on in the match.
Want to take a moment to welcome everyone watching us here live on the Nation Network. Artie Donovan in the house. Big JH is here as well. DHW.
He's got a cradle, only holds him down for the 1 count. Simon Silver is a man with deep beliefs in his own personal future. I'd be hard-pressed to argue that with him. Double duck out, and now nothing comes of it. As von Heuskell sends him into the corner, follows up with a tremendous boot right to the face.
Simon Silver may wake up Protestant after that one.
Von Heuskell. Tremendous power move right there as he just took him down with a tremendous slam into the mat and continues to work the boot in the corner right across the face of Simon Silver.
Well, one thing we'll say about Simon Silver, we've seen this time and time again where it looks like he's done, but then he pulls it out of the hat.
Well, indeed, you'll never want to sell him short, and you never want to throw in the towel, because no matter how bad things look, he seems to find a way to win. Oh, there's a sleeper hold. And down and has the hooks in.
He's got it latched in there deep right now, and Silver looks like he's passing out.
He summoned everything he had left, and now the shoulders are down. Oh, that could have been a big one right there. Up in the air, side slam, and right into the pinning combination, but bottom foot was underneath the rope. They're going to have to break the hold. Big splash coming off the middle rope, and now Otto von Eichel. Well, we saw it earlier on. You don't want to celebrate too soon.
Yeah, bad things do tend to happen, no doubt about it.
Jawbreaker, down he goes. And now focusing on the left knee is Simon Silver. Inverted atomic knee drop.
Talk about the great equalizer. Simon Silver going to make this guy sing a couple of octaves higher.
Oh, right to the eyes. Look at this. Come on. Where's the referee?
Well, he's been busted open as well, and Otto's looking to make that worse. Simon Silver is a mess.
Looks to be over the left eye right now, and Simon Silver. Oh, here comes a silver bullet. No! Otto reversed out of it.
Have you ever seen anyone get out of the silver bullet?
No, I have not. And now there's another sleeper hold hooked in deep.
He's got those legs wrapped around. Look at the arm. He's fading out.
Oh, the referee's going to have to stop this one. It's over.
Well, what we say earlier, it is never over with this man. Never over.
Up in the air and a side slam again, right for the cover, and once again too close to the ropes, but Simon Silver not looking good.
Well, Otto took advantage of that early jump during the entrance. Oh, there's the power bomb. It's over.
He kicked out. He kicked out.
I would have bet money this one was over.
Simon Silver will not stay down, and Otto goes to the top, and he missed.
What a huge turn in this match that will be. It was all going Otto's way, but that changes right now. The complete complexion of this match is turned around on its ass.
Simon Silver getting a second wind as he and Otto here ringside exchanging blows. Referee's count has reached 7 now. And Otto's going to come out and break that up. Look at Silver, throws him right back in the ring.
Simon Silver ready for some more. He doesn't want to count out. But he's taking his time and getting back in. And oh, man!
Just got caught with a devastating clothesline as soon as he stepped through the ropes. And Von Eichel now back in, ready for more. Back elbow. Otto sends him to the ropes, back out front, and returns the favor right to the butt of the jaw with that one. And hammered away on that open wound. Look at the blood splatter.
Yeah, this is brutal right now. Referee has got to get a look at that cut.
Another shot to that eye. Simon Silver will not die. Face first, and he plants Otto into the canvas. Goes for the cover. Will that be enough?
It's enough for a 1 count. That's not going to get it done. Look at the crowd, man. They're all standing up.
This has the makings of an instant classic the way things are going right now. Otto's in trouble. Oh, wait a minute. Simon says, go to sleep. Will that be the match?
I think he's got him.
He got a shoulder up. I can't believe it.
You can't believe it. Simon can't believe it. I don't even know if Otto realizes it.
Otto shot to the ropes, back out front, caught a knee right to the midsection. Oh, there's a shot to the face. He may have, he did, he busted him open. Otto von Eichel now is bleeding, and this has become a blood feud between these two men.
This has been getting more and more personal with each passing week.
Simon Silver targeting the left knee once again as he drapes it over the rope. This is going to come down to whoever makes the next mistake, I believe. Face first suplex. Otto should be going for the cover.
I think he has something else in mind. Let's see if he can pull it off.
Here's that power bomb. If he hits, it's over. Shoulders are down, and Otto's going to finally get a win. No!
Where the hell is he getting it from?
Otto, top rope. Connects with a splash. Can he go for the cover after this?
He could have, should have.
Simon Silver now backing him into the ropes. What's he got in mind? Went for the knee and missed. Here's a big shot to the head. Now Simon Silver has him tied up. He's in the clutch.
It's a variation of the Cobra Clutch, I think.
Otto managing to use the momentum to roll through. Look at this. Silver bullet. And again, he's able to thwart the attack.
2 times the silver bullet failed him, and we've never seen him miss with that shot.
What a power bomb! Otto hooks the leg. And he finally picks up a victory over Simon Silver. This feud is still not settled. Oh, he's got a steel chair.
He's got a steel chair and he's going to use it.
Going to work on the left leg and the left knee of Simon Silver. Tossing the referee out of the way. What kind of damage has been done to Simon Silver?
AEW Fight Forever was revealed to the world.
I can't believe it, I just saw
And the reaction was nothing short of spectacular.
Bring it, let's see it. I'm better than you. Oh my God, incredible.
Do you remember the feeling when you could just pick up and play a video game?
That feeling is back.
Are you ready to reignite the magic?
AEW Fight Forever.
Has deep career modes. You can create your own wrestler, like me.
And use all of my signature moves.
Battle it out in some of my favorite matches, like Lights Out.
Falls count anywhere.
And don't forget about the weapons. All the weapons. Now it's time for you to create your unforgettable moments. AEW Fight Forever, coming soon.
All right, welcome back, fans, as we get ready for the women's division to be on display here tonight.
The following contest is a tag team match set for one fall. On the way to the ring,
We welcome Lala Khan here to the Nation Network. And we take a look at Leather and Lace as they make their entrance. This is a non-title match, but it's a match they have been longing for against the reigning tag team champions.
June 26, 6:05 p.m. Mark your calendars if you haven't already. Riptide featuring Empire Wrestling Federation superstars will be taking place. And this is a precursor because those tag team titles will be on the line on June 26th.
It'll go a long way for the challengers if they find a way to pull off a win here tonight.
tag team champions,
Kamura Shinzo and Ginger Queen, they are the reigning tag team champions.
Well, the UPW Women's Tag Team Championship is something that really means a lot to these two ladies, and they've been fighting champions. We saw Shinzo take a little bit of a sidetrack there when she went after the World Championship.
Indeed, the Women's Liberty Championship still held by Aika Tanji. Gave her a hell of a run, but came up just short, and now completely focused once again in the tag team division. Bell sounds, and we are ready for action here. Fans, if you're just joining us, we kicked off the show with a blockbuster as we met the brand new owner and the general manager of Empire Wrestling.
The EWF has got a face and a name.
Putting a boot right to the back of the head, and now the tag made, and Shinzo will step out and allow Ginger Queen to go one-on-one with Leather. Has her up in the air. What a move. Holy smokes. Took her all the way over, right into a face first into the knee.
A lot of centrifugal force on that move. I can imagine the impact on that knee.
Goes for the cover. I don't know how much damage, but Ginger Queen was able to kick out, but she does not look too good after that. Ginger Queen waiting, ties up. And while the title's not on the line tonight, both of these teams want the win for obvious reasons, I would suggest.
Well, obviously the champs want to prove they're the champs, and that's how you do it. You win matches. The champion, or the challengers, I beg your pardon, they need the win because psychologically that gives them a huge advantage heading into June 26th.
Amir Shinzo chopping her down to size, goes for the cover, hooks the leg, Leather kicks out on one. We talked about the fact that Shinzo took a little bit of a sidetrack going after the Women's Liberty Championship. But you wonder how much of a benefit was that to her in the tag team title defenses.
Well, you're going up against the single greatest female wrestler in Aika Tanji, and you gave her everything you had, brought her to her limit. You got to be a better competitor because of that interaction, and I do think that'll help her in the tag team matches going forward.
There were a lot of people that questioned her dedication to this tag team and to those championships. I don't doubt it for a moment that this is the most important thing to her, but you can't blame her when the opportunity presented itself.
Yeah, I mean, look, we've seen people hold multiple titles in the world of wrestling before. It's not unheard of. It's a little bit of a challenge. It's going to put a hell of a lot of pressure and wear and tear on your body, but it's doable.
Lace has tagged in for the first time in the match and just got welcomed. Shinzo had the cover. Leather had to come in to make the save, but she wasn't all that quick getting there after the beating she's taken. And in from behind, here it goes. She's got her in the Kata Hajime, and she is locked up. Another save made.
Well, a big part of tag team wrestling, of course, you want to keep your opponent in your corner, your half of the ring. The further away from their teammate, the less likely there is a save to be made.
Well, she definitely had her in her half of the ring, definitely had the damage done, and now look at Shinzo, not happy about the way things going, and just took her off the apron with that shoulder block.
Now she's going to try and do something, I think, right here to try and get a pinfall attempt while there's no one there to make the save, and that's the name of the game, is a double team.
Tag was made. Ginger Queen comes in. She's legal. And you see Lace looking up for a tag, but there is nobody there. And it is Ginger Queen right now. Well, momentarily anyway, there's a belly-to-belly by Lace, and she is going to take this opportunity to make the tag out to Leather.
Ginger Queen thought she could head her off, but could not beat her to the corner.
Now dragging her opponent all the way over. Took a little too much time, and Leather not going to be caught up around there.
Well, it must be take a wrestler to walk day or something like that. because they are going back and forth corner to corner, but neither one is able to establish position.
Tremendous suplex, nicely done right there. Talking about Ginger Queen, she had a few matches as well with the Women's Liberty Champion, but not quite to the extent that Shinzo has had. And Himura Shinzo right now is in a whole lot of trouble after that knee strike. We'll see if she can turn it around. Nice drop down, comes right back up, and look at the shoulder tackle. No effect whatsoever, and Leather firing back now. Oh, the back kick right across the face.
Leather and Lace, they complement each other very well with their styles. Lace is a little bit more of the wrestling standard, and Leather is a just straight out brawler given half the chance. Look at this.
Double knees right to the lower back, and Himura's in a lot of pain. Clothesline takes her down in her own corner. Shinzo now with words exchanged between her and Lace. Pulls her out of the corner with a bomb and barely got that shoulder off the canvas. Tag is made, Leather to the floor, and Shinzo turns right around, and there is Lace ready for the action.
Another missed opportunity. Oh, but she just made up for it right there with that diving elbow.
Up against the ropes. Back elbow finding the mark, and now Shinzo, this could be it. Kata Hajime one more time. Cinches it in. She's got the arm trapped. And Lace able to come out of that one with relative ease.
I got to tell you, I didn't think she was going to get out of it all, much less that quickly.
Turns it around with a nice neck breaker. Himura couldn't make the tag. Ginger had her arm stretched out there. Sent to the ropes, and now Lace taking liberties, so to speak. And now, what a move! Butterfly German suplex. I told you that Lace was more of the wrestling style of the team. There's a Hurricane Rana here on the floor. How much more?
Shinzo is taking a whopping right now. And I would say almost everything I've seen out of Lace is within the guidelines of the rules.
Series of kicks now by Shinzo. And a roundhouse puts her down, turns her back on the action one more time, and there's the tag made, and now Leather is legal in the match. Devastating clothesline. Stands her back up. What's she got in mind here?
Well, there are times when we've seen Leather ready to win a match, and rather than go for the win, she wants to deal out more punishment.
What a move up the top rope of the Hurricane Rana. And now Leather, quick tag made out to Lace. And Shinzo is in a world of trouble. She might not be able to continue. And Lace going to work on the ankle.
Well, the referee is right there watching on, but I didn't see him asking if she wanted to give it up.
Shinzo kicks out, comes over, makes the tag to Ginger. As she steps right back into the action. Oh, this could be the arm! And she's got her in the disarmer! Save made!
Leather realized this match was about to be over.
Ginger Queen cleans house of Leather and Lace.
Tag made, and now Himura Shinzo again, the legal member of this match.
Shinzo better pay attention. Not happy with Leather right now, but Lace is the legal participant. Nice leapfrog, got some height on that one. Spinning back heel kick to the face. Leather right there to make the save.
Well, Shinzo has a right to be frustrated right now because she had that win.
Takes her down one more time. Will she go for the cover? Taking Lace over to the corner. Let's see if she can do something out of this. Here comes a double team tag is made. They've got 5 seconds. Double back elbow once again, and Lace feeling it here. Oh, there's the stunner! Uses the top rope. Lace might not be getting any help this time around.
Slide out drop kick, and I tell you what, that rang the bell of Lace.
Ginger should have gone for the cover, in my opinion, while she had an open opportunity. Stiff shot from behind. Nicely done. Cover and hooks the leg right next to the ropes. Doesn't matter. The tag team champions, the Gypsy Queens, racking up another victory.
Well, it's another victory indeed. It's an impressive victory as well. The question I think you have to be asking yourselves is what happens on June 26th when the titles are on the line? Will it be more of the same? Or will Leather and Lace learn enough from these losses to get over the hump and finally pull out a win?
An incredible win, ladies and gentlemen, for the tag team champions. The Gypsy Queens go on to victory. We'll be back with more action right here on the Nation Network. Stay with us. All right, we are back. The month of July, it will be red, white, and bruised here under the Ultra Pro Wrestling banner.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Orangeburg, South Carolina, weighing in at 271 pounds.
Well, the UPW is here to conquer the world. They will start by conquering the United States of America the month of July, coast to coast, and all stops in between.
A lot more information coming real soon. We know that July 1st is going to kick it all off. It is going to be a supercard event. We know July 31st, it will all come to a conclusion in yet another supercard event.
Bison Biggs, he is coming out here ready for competition. And of course, ever since Detroit, there's been only one thing on his mind, and that is Hiro Gensho.
And his opponent from Little Rock, Arkansas, weighing in at 230 pounds.
Madman Maddox heading to the ring. Has a steel chair in hand. This is not a no DQ match. If he uses that, he'll get himself disqualified.
Well, it's a fact he's well aware of. I don't know that he gives a rat's ass.
Once again, I want to welcome everyone joining us here live on the Nation Network. CSWA Productions in the house. As the Madman stands there with that chair overhead, he holds that chair the way some people hold championship belts.
Honestly, I think for him that is the championship belt. I don't know that he'd know what to do with the title if he had it.
Opens up with a couple of stiff shots right there. Of course, Madman been long associated as a friend of Pork Chop Ed Cleaver, the reigning Empire Heavyweight Champion. And this right here is a return match from several weeks back, as Bison Biggs was on the road to Motor City Mayhem into a big championship match. For those of you that haven't had an opportunity to see what happened in that one, highly recommend you check out Motor City Mayhem. Bison had that match won. Look at this, round and round. And there's the slam. Madman comes up with an up kick right to the head. He's a little bit woozy still from that tornado slam taking place courtesy of Bison Biggs. Went for a right hand, missed that one, and now Bison, who's got the clear size and strength advantage, just hoists him up and drops him down across the top rope.
Well, Bison Biggs right now knows that he's got the size advantage, but making mistakes like that won't matter.
Headbutt nicely done. Say what you want about Madman Jack Maddox. He is brutal in that ring and he enjoys it. What a neck breaker right there. Classic version, I might add.
Maddox has very little regard for his own safety and well-being. All he cares about is inflicting damage, and if it comes out with a win, that's a bonus.
And now look at this rake in the eyes right across the top rope. Clothesline. Man, it looked so much like Bison Biggs was going to be the world champion at one point in time.
Well, the future is known to nobody. It's not to say that it won't happen at some point in time, but right now, he has made it clear he doesn't even care about that championship at this moment. He cares about one thing, and that is Hiro Gensho. And we know on June 26th, he's going to get what he wants. One-on-one with Hiro Gensho.
Oh, running slam, just body pressed right through him.
Well, he's built like a Sherman tank.
Going to work now on the left arm. Look at Bison Biggs hoisting that thing right through the ropes. Talk about added leverage. Bison Biggs now has him. Hoists him up and slams him down, and now thinks he might have the win.
A little early on. Got to do something a little bit more. Like we said earlier, Madman Maddox, he's not a problem when it comes to pain and suffering.
He's got him in the bear hug right now. Maddox may be passing out from this one.
No, he's driving those elbows right into the right ear. Talk about breaking up the equilibrium.
Lunging, clothesline, and now Maddox just got caught. This is it.
The Bison Buster. That power slam.
Bison Biggs with the win. Oh, wait a minute.
Hiro Gensho hits the ring and he is taking out everybody.
Hiro Gensho just took out Madman Maddox and Bison Biggs.
America's been drinking beer from a company that doesn't even know which restroom to use. That's why I created Conservative Dad's Ultra Right 100% woke-free beer. As conservatives, we're constantly getting hit in the face, left and right, by the woke mind virus. But the last place we want it is in our beer. If you know which bathroom to use, you know what beer you should be drinking. Stop giving money to woke corporations that hate our values. And to the rest of you woke corporations, stay the away from our kids.
Buy yours online in 42 states at ultrarightbeer.com.
Tastes like freedom.
Ladies and gentlemen, earlier tonight we had a blockbuster announcement. If you missed it, we are going to bring you the replay. We now know who the owner of the EWF is, and his name is Vito Bartelli.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Now, some of you may recall who I am, but for those of you who don't know, my name is Vito Bartelli, and I am the new owner of the EWF. Now, for those of you who are not familiar, I ran an organization some 10 years ago that was called the XCW. Now, that promotion turned the wrestling world upside down, and now the Empire Wrestling Federation will do the same. At the end of the day, I'll be the one making the final calls. But any owner has to have a solid general manager, someone to do the day-to-day operations. So at this time, please allow me to introduce to you the new GM of the Empire Wrestling Federation. He is my nephew, Michael DeSanta.
Thank you for that introduction, Uncle Vito. Wrestling fans, one thing I can tell you is this. I know that my uncle has a heart for the world of professional wrestling. When we discussed the business, this business, and this opportunity, one thing we realized is that he had to be surrounded by people that he could trust. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not stupid, and I know this can be a cutthroat industry. This is something I'm already familiar with. I'll bring my special business talents right here to the EWF. And we will have the hottest wrestling organization in the world.
All right, fans, ready for our main event? Well, hold on just a moment. From behind, DJ attacking. Referee trying to control things. Maybe after the horse has left the barn. They tie up. You're looking at the Cruiserweight champion in DJ against the former champion, Americana.
Well, one thing we can be sure of, Americana is going to have a lot going on during the month of July. Red, white, and bruised. He will be hot on the heels of DJ and trying to get that championship title back away from him.
If this is your first opportunity to see Djinn in action, he's a very talented performer, no doubt about that. Nice move right there by Americana. But you take a look at the footwear. He has used those boots to his advantage, and that is how many people believe he won the Cruiserweight Championship back in Detroit.
Well, I'd be among those people that believes that.
Oh, look at this. Going after the mask.
He got in there and I think he raked the eyes.
They tie up, and now Americana whips them to the ropes. Back out front, they collide. We saw earlier on what happened after a cheap shot started the match, as Otto pulled out a big win. We'll see if the attack by Djinn perhaps comes up. Oh, look at this, over the top. No, he missed. And Djinn making him pay the price.
Well, Americana is not shy. He's not afraid of taking high-risk maneuvers. And he just showed you right there he's willing to do what it takes.
Knee to the midsection, and now Hurricane Rana on the floor. Went to drop the leg, and nobody home. Americana with a neck breaker. Throws Djinn back under the bottom rope, and the action gets back inside the squared circle.
Well, I tell you, these two guys, no love lost whatsoever. Normally, we would have Fred Hawkins here ringside.
Djinn's number one handler missing in action, and a nice move once again. Covered! The champion is in trouble.
Title's not on the line. We got to specify that. But it will be starting on June 26th. And I guarantee you it will be throughout the month of July as the Red, White, and Bruised kicks off July 1st.
Irish whip to the ropes again. Drop down, nicely done. Hurricane Rana caught him. From behind, and look at, what is he doing? He's attacking him. He is mauling Americana. Has him up now. Oh, face buster just drove him to the canvas. And he takes out the knee. Running leg drop, and Americana is in trouble. Got caught in a small package. He might pull it out. 2 3/4 count for Djinn.
One more time going after that leg.
And there's that jumping DDT. We have seen it many times before. Another shot to the knee. Djinn in complete control right now of Americana. He was trying to get out of the ring.
Tried to, but he could not escape him. And wow, say what you want about the guy. You might not like him. You might not like his tactics. But my God, he is so talented.
Springboard, slingshot to the floor. Missed the target. Americana was ready. And now the referee getting caught up in the action. He missed again.
The referee partly to blame for that one. He got caught up in it. If I'm Djinn, I'm probably not too happy about that.
Now tied up with Americana. He's going to suplex him to the floor.
Americana's body had to be rocked. What an impact. Did you hear the sound of that thing?
The splat on the floor. There's that jumping DDT again. Americana has got to come up with something, and he's got to do it very quickly because time is running out, in my opinion. Again, the referee gets caught up. Off the ropes, and now Americana with a kick to the face, and now Dijin for the second time. There's a DDT. What has he got in mind now? Dijin's in that corner. There's the kick. Oh, and he just caught the referee.
He's going to work on the official right now.
Oh, the referee has gotten in the way on 2 occasions in this match. Dijin sends him over the top rope. And again, putting the boots to the official. We've got to get help out here. We can't continue this.
What does it take to get a DQ around here?
That Spanish fly off the ropes. Turns him inside out, and Dijin goes up in the air. Suplex nicely done by Americana as a referee somehow. Now he calls for the bell. There is a disqualification, ladies and gentlemen. Americana will get the victory.
Well, it's not the way he wanted it, but it is a win nonetheless.
Fans want to thank you for joining us. We'll be back with plenty more UPW right here on the Nation Network. Until then, so long and good night.
America's been drinking beer from a company that doesn't even know which restroom to use. That's why I created Conservative Dad's Ultra Right 100% woke-free beer. As conservatives, we're constantly getting hit in the face, left and right, by the woke mind virus. But the last place we want it is in our beer. If you know which bathroom to use, you know what beer you should be drinking. Stop giving money to